As we're about 10 minutes away from tip-off, and Doug Thompson is across the way in the Barren County cheering section. Doug?
Jay, it is a sea of burgundy and yellow over here, and among that I have found Michelle Crabtree. Of course, she is the mom of Blake. Well, Mom, are you nervous tonight?
Yes, very nervous.
You know, what a fantastic season, not only for your son, for this team.
It is, and it's been a dream of theirs since they were in 6th grade playing AAU together. Their goal was to make it to state, and I hope that's what they end up doing.
Now, do you get nervous before a game like this, more so than your son?
I've been nervous all weekend, yes, and I teach at the high school, so it's even hard to concentrate today.
All right, well, you heard it first here. Hey, Jay, I'm going to run up here a little bit. Thank you, Michelle. All right, let's see if we find some other fans here. Here's a guy up here. This gentleman right here. 2nd annual Barren County School, I don't know what that says, Gold Rush. What's your name, sir?
Winston Cunningham.
Mr. Cunningham, are you a fan of a particular player here or the whole team? Or
The whole team. My son is assistant coach.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to be very proud of what this team's accomplished this year.
We are, very much so.
Now, I asked Miss Crabtree, are you nervous at all about tonight?
Well, a little bit. They split during the season, and it's been 2 tough games, so it'll be another tough one tonight.
2 very evenly matched squads, isn't it?
Yes, they are, very much.
All right, Mr. Cunningham, thank you. Jay, we have time for one more?
One more. One more. We can do one more.
One more. Okay, I'm going to go way up here. Way up here. Way up here. Way up here. Here we go. What's your name, sir?
Richie. Richie.
Richie. All right, Richie, you're a big fan of the Trojans, huh?
Somewhat, yeah. My kids go to school there.
Is that right? Well, this is a great environment for basketball, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting exciting.
Now, who do you have here with you?
My wife, Stephanie, and my daughter, Addison. I got 2 boys.
It's Addison? How old is Addison? Addison, say hi to everybody. That's a tough interview, Jay, but I'm trying. Back to you, buddy.
All right, thanks, Doug Thompson. Fans in the stands, the Wendy's pregame show, home of the 99-cent value menu. Glenn Bird, here we are, semifinals, Final Four, the boys' 4th region. We've been in this position before. Let's hope we can maybe, if you're a Barren County fan, move on. Of course, if you're a Greenwood fan, you try to want to make it back to the championship game for the 2nd year in a row.
That's right, Jay. You know, it's a big game, obviously, for both teams. And both teams have, quality players, quality coaching staffs. So I really think we're in for a war. I think it's going to be a tight ball game. And I think it's going to be a game of spurts tonight for each team.
If you remember last year, Greenwood lost the semifinals to Metcalfe County. Well, actually, it was 2 years ago, 42-39. The only time that Greenwood has won the regional title back in 1995. They lost to Warren Central last year in the region championship game, 58-50. But, they're a team, Glenn, that can really put the pressure on you.
They can, Jay. They play excellent defense. They really get out and defend you, man. They make it difficult not only for you to get your shot off, but to make passes from, as an example, point to the wing back to the point. They really deny, they really get up in you, and they really apply the pressure to you defensively.
Keys to the game, brought to you by Golden Rule Mortgage. Everyone deserves a home of their own. Remember the Golden Rule. Call Sarah Harrell at Golden Rule Mortgage. And what are the keys to the game, whether you're Greenwood or whether you're Barren County?
Well, obviously, both teams are going to have to make some defensive stops. Whether you're a Barren County player or a Greenwood, you're going to have to make some stops. Barron's got a lot of seniors. Greenwood, in the past, when they played before, they pressed them some a little bit, and then the last time they just played straight up man virtually the whole game. So, both teams, though, have got to be able to make some stops. This sometimes in games like this, it becomes a game of possessions. When you've got that, each possession is just so critical. You can't turn it over. You can't throw it out of bounds and give the other team an opportunity. You've got to take advantage of every possession and try to score, or if you get to the foul line, hit your shots from the foul line.
Well, that's right.
That's, and good shots for both teams, obviously.
Yeah. These two teams met once in December. It was on the 21st of December. Barren County won 63-46 in that game. Lee Hubbard had 33 for Barren County. D. Anderson had 16 for Greenwood. Trojans had a 16-11 lead, led by 12 at halftime, led by 13 after 3, and then won by 17. And that was in the Bowling Green Invitational. And then in February 5th at Barren County, Greenwood came from behind to win that ball game 62-58. Barren County led by as much as 10 in that game. And Greenwood jumped out early, 20-9 at the end of the first quarter in that game. And then Barren County came back and went up by 1 at halftime, 31-30, led by 5, and then went up by 10, 54-44, before Greenwood started making that run and outscored Barren County 18-4 the rest of the way. And Lee Hubbard with 28. Mark Lacey had 18. Greenwood won that game 62-58. But Barren County's had the lead in both of those ball games once they went on to win. Second time they kind of let up, and Greenwood with some pressure defense ended up winning that ball game by 4 points.
You're right, Jay. Both of you and I did both of those games together.
Yeah.
We did the December game in a Christmas tournament in Bowling Green. I mean, Barren County at that time, I thought, played phenomenal. Lee Hubbard did a great job, 35 points. You know, when they played and we did the game at Barren County, I thought Barren County got down early, battled back, took the lead, but then defensively just seemed to let up late in the game, and that's when Greenwood really applied the defensive pressure. You know, if you remember in that game, late in that game, I'm talking in the last minute and a half, Barren had a hard time not only getting a shot off, but even passing the ball from player to player. It was a very tight ball game, and I look for that tonight. You know, and you just mentioned two players, Anderson for Greenwood and Hubbard for obviously Barren County. You know, to me, Lee Hubbard is to Barren County kind of like what Tyler Hansbrough is North Carolina.
Yeah.
On a different scale,
right,
but similar kind of things. The hub does so much for Barren County, inside and out and rebounding. He's, you know, really probably their best player and just is a great on-the-ball floor type leader. Kind of the old thing, show me, kind of the show me state. Anderson obviously is surrounded with some other good quality players there too, but he's really the guy that's going to get up. He's going to get up down the court. You know, he's occasionally going to get a dunk here and there. And so two very key players that are surrounded by both a great cast of other players on both teams. So it's going to be very interesting tonight to see how this thing plays out.
Of course, Mark Lacey, the school's all-time assist leader at Greenwood, surpassing former Mr. Basketball Damian Fishback's record of 470. Lacey broke the school's single-season assist mark last year. And, of course, as you mentioned about D. Anderson, one of the best athletes in the region. Anderson averaging 12.5 points a game. He's the leading scorer on this Gator basketball team.
Right, you know, and I remember him from the 8th grade when he played middle school basketball. And even then, Jay, he was a little, you know, to be quite frank with you, he was head and shoulders above the other players on the court. He's just got a lot of natural athletic ability and just a knack for that basket and playing basketball. So it's going to be interesting. I think both teams going to have to come out, do the little things right, take care of the basketball, and take every opportunity that you can to score.
Of course, Greenwood, Franklin Simpson. Greenwood beat Franklin Simpson 46-31. Forced Franklin Simpson into 26 turnovers. And that's a lot of turnovers for a very good basketball team.
For a very good team that likes to apply pressure themselves and has the ability to get up and down the court. So you are exactly right. Greenwood is playing also very good basketball, and they've peaked really at the time that you want to peak, the end of the season, going into both district, regional, and potentially state playoff time.
That's true. Barren County, of course, with their best record ever, 26-6. Most wins ever in a season. The Trojans were 25-6. Back 4 years ago, went to the championship of the 4th region before losing to Warren Central. They went on to win the state championship that year. And then, of course, in 03, the fewest losses for a Barren County team, 24-5 in 03. And here they are, 26-6, hoping to get their 27th victory here tonight and move into the championship game. But it is going to be a very tough basketball team. Trojans will have to play quite well to win.
Oh, you're right, Jay. There's no doubt about it. They're going to have their A game, and the same thing for Greenwood. In order for Greenwood to beat Barren, they're going to have to play their A game.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can't leave anything. You got to come out and lay it on the line here tonight. You got to get after it, and you got to take care of business no matter if you're wearing burgundy or if you're wearing green.
That's true. Greenwood, a slight favorite in this ball game, according to the Litkin House rating. So we'll see how that pans out. Greenwood 22-10, Barren County 26-6. Let's take a look at the Duke Sporting Goods starting lineup. Duke Sporting Goods, the #1 place to find all your sporting equipment needs here in South Central Kentucky. And looking to the lineups for the Gators, Mark Lacey will start in one guard, a 5'9 senior, averaging 8 points a game. D. Anderson, 6'1", a sophomore, averaging 12.5. Austin Reed, 5'10 senior, averaging 7. Jarrett Jenkins, a 6'3 senior, averaging 8 points a ball game. And J.J. Smith, a 6-foot junior, averaging 11 points a game. Greenwood under head coach Blaine Embry, assisted by Alan Frank, Kalen Holland, and Jason Stonebreaker. For the Barren County Trojans, the fans across the way, and we have the Greenwood Gator fans right behind us here. Trojans head coach Steve Riley, assisted by Warren Cunningham and Matt Gardner. It'll be Blake Crabtree at one guard, 5'11", 165 and a senior, averaging 9 points a game. Cody Wooten, 6 foot, 165 and a senior, averaging 4.5. Matt Riley, 5'10", 145, a senior, averaging an even 10 a game. Lee Hubbard, 6'1", 180, a senior, averaging 24.8. And Mason Myatt at 5'11", 165 and a senior, averaging 2.1 points a ball game. In the win over Metcalfe County on Thursday, Lee Hubbard had 21 points, 9 rebounds. Blake Crabtree had 15 in that game, and Matt Riley added 10. In the Greenwood win over Franklin Simpson, it was J.J. Smith leading the way with 11 points, and D. Anderson added 8. Mark Lacey and Austin Reed both had 7 points in that game. Of course, they only scored 46, but they shot 14 out of 34 from the field that night for 41.2%, holding Franklin Simpson to just 30.8% a game. And in the game against Metcalfe County, the Trojans shot fairly well, 19 of 43 for 44.2%. They were 6 of 13 behind the arc, holding Metcalfe County to 38.6% shooting. And so the Trojans will need to knock down the three-point shot tonight if they want to have a chance to win this game.
There's no doubt about it, Jay. You know, I look for this game to also be kind of a game of spurts. You're gonna see probably both teams have some spurts and have some runs. The other team's gonna have to stand up, slap them back in the face, so to speak, and come right back at them.
Yeah. Well, the Trojans will be in gold uniforms, trimmed in burgundy and white with burgundy numbers and letters. Trojans will be moving to the left side of your radio dial. And Greenwood, white uniforms trimmed in green. Green numbers and letters. They'll be moving to the right side of your radio dial. Very good crowd in here tonight, probably the largest we've had.
It is, Jay.
Got the
Great
Greenwood
crowd.
Gators student section to our left and to our right. We've got Barren County
demolition
Trojans.
zone.
It's going to be rocking in here tonight. Here's a toss in the tap controlled by the Gators. Mark Lacey with a basketball down to the right corner. It goes to Anderson. Anderson sends it out to Lacey, and now Austin Reed. They swing it right over to Lacey. Lacey works inside. Here's a shot put up, no good. Rebound, Anderson back up. It rolls off the rim. And a whistle and a foul in the lane. Let's see, Trojans couldn't get on the board that time. And we're going to have a foul on Mason Myatt of Barren County.
Jay, I tell you what, Barren County just gave them too many, offensive opportunities. They had 3 shots at the basket.
Lacey to put it in play. And it comes out to Jenkins, back in the corner right side to Lacey. Lacey wants to drive into the paint, dribbles it across, gives it over to, that's Smith. J.J. Smith backs away on the dribble. He'll set it up. Barren County looking at a man-to-man here. It's Matt Riley's guarding Austin Reed. Hands it off now to Smith. Smith sends it out now to Lacey.
Greenwood being very patient with the ball, really moving it.
And right side it goes to Lacey. Lacey now dribbles to the top of the key. Backs away now. Crabtree's out on him. All right, Lacey sends it left side. Over to Smith. Out it comes to Jenkins. Jenkins with Mason Myatt on him. They go down low in the block. Turning, twisting move. Little hook shot rolls in for J.J. Smith.
Nice move there by Smith.
Greenwood gets on the scoreboard at 2-0. We've played a little over a minute here in the opening quarter. Cody Wooten with a basketball for Barren County. Out top to Lee Hubbard. Hands it back to Wooten. Wooten now. Right side to Riley. Dumps it down low to Hubbard. Kicks it back out to Wooten. Throws it in the corner. Mason Myatt a 3. No. Going to be taken in there by Anderson. Off it goes to Austin Reed and down to Smith. Smith down to the baseline. to Jenkins. They float it back out. Lacey open, three-point shot. Got it through.
Nobody on Lacey. It was wide open. Both teams playing man-to-man defense, Jay.
5-0 Greenwood. Wooten with the basketball to the front court. Wooten over the right side, Hubbard. Hubbard looking inside. Now Lee, one dribble, sends it out to Riley. Got Austin Reed out guarding him. He can't go. Here's Wooten with it now at the top of the circle. Wooten over the right. Hubbard fires a three. It's no good. It popped out. Rebound, loose in there. Austin Reed couldn't save it. And it is going to be out of bounds.
Going to stay with the Trojans. Matt Riley was really in there battling for that ball, Jay. May have knocked it off the Greenwood player.
Ball comes out to Hubbard. He gives it to Wooten. Wooten working around the top of the circle. Wooten into the free throw line. Turns, looks, bounces it off. Lee Hubbard behind the arc now, left side. Hubbard looking. One dribble. Looks for Myatt. Can't get it to it. Here's Wooten, top of the circle again. Crabtree, 15-footer. Got it.
Glad to see Blake take that shot and then not only take it but hit it.
5-2. Barren County now on the scoreboard. 5:25 to play here in the opening quarter. Gators with the basketball. Lacey down low, posted up. Here's a fall-away shot. Banked in by Anderson.
I'll tell you what, not a great shot, off balance and falling backwards, but athletic ability and got it to fall, Jay.
7-2, Greenwood. Coming up on 5 minutes to play here in the first. Hubbard with the basketball around the top of the horn. Gives it off to Wooten. And now Wooten dribbles out front. Now back to the left side. Now back right. He's going to drive with it. Takes it down on the baseline. Cut off. Sends it out to Riley. Three on the way. Rimmed out on him. Anderson the rebound for Greenwood. Spins away from Myatt. Takes it down. Dishes it off. Smith underneath. Shot won't count if he hit it. Foul on the floor. It'll be on Blake Crabtree.
I tell you what, Jay, watching Greenwood right now, they're playing that old shell drill principle. They're really packing it in. They're playing man, but they are packing it in. If you're more than a pass away from the ball, they are packing it in the lane and forcing Barren County to take outside shots.
Yeah. Lacey feeds it in. They kick it back out to Austin Reed. Austin Reed now taking the basketball from a new player in the ball game, which is Will Clayton, a 6'2 junior. They go underneath. Shot put up and in by Chris Page, a 6'3 senior. And the Gators lead it 9-2 over Barren County.
Gators are attacking the glass right now.
Cody Wooten with the basketball for the Trojans. Gets rid of it to Riley. He circles out front. Dribbling into the red towel. Left side it goes to Wooten. Wooten gets a screen from Hubbard. Takes it into the circle. Now backs away behind the arcs. Got a shot. Doesn't take it. Feeds it off to Myatt. Spins. Kicks it back out to Wooten. Now Wooten looking. Over it goes to Hubbard. Back to Wooten. He can't shoot. He's going to drive. Splits the defenders. Goes up.
Oh, nice move there by Wooten.
Split the defenders.
Yes, he did.
9-4 Greenwood. Lacey crossover dribble. Crabtree fell down and traveling called on Lacey. Crabtree tried to draw the charge as Lacey got a little out of control. And the Trojans will bring it up now with 3:45 left to play in the first quarter. It is 9-4 Greenwood. Wooten gives to Crabtree. Crabtree over to Wooten on the right wing. Wooten now looking inside. Puts the dribble down. Out to Hubbard. Can't shoot. Left side, Crabtree. Crabtree out to Mason Myatt, top of the circle. Back over goes to Crabtree. Had a shot, now moves in. And trying to penetrate to the lane. Follow away one-hand shot, no good. Ball tipped out, and Wooten's got it for Barren County. He keeps it alive. Off to Matt Riley. Riley, shot on the glass. It is no good. And taken down by D. Anderson for Greenwood. Lacey with it, pushing it down the floor. Lacey trying to dump it off, and he does, to Clayton in the right corner. Clayton sends it back out to Reed. 2:55 left. He's penetrating. Here's a runner in the lane. No good. Rebound by Lee Hubbard for Barren County. Outlet pass to Cody Wooten. 2:45 left in the quarter. Greenwood 9 and Barren County 4. Hubbard a 3. Got knocked to the floor and no whistle there. Rebound by Myatt. Trying to save it, but it goes in the hands of Mark Lacey. Lacey all the way to the basket. Lays it up and in.
I tell you what, Jay. Greenwood's transition game right now, getting up and down the court and getting some easy looks at the basket. Unbelievable right now. Called goaltending on that last call, Jay, but even though he made it anyway.
Right. right, Trojans find themselves down 11-4. 2:25 to play here in the quarter. Riley's got it, working against Logan Guess. Riley dumps it off at a high post to Hubbard. Leaves it with Gibson. He'll fire up a three. It's no good, but he gets fouled. He hit the deck.
You know, that's happened the last 2 threes that we've taken, Jay. The last time they didn't call it, this time they called the foul against Greenwood.
First foul on J.J. Smith. First foul on Greenwood. Zach Gibson, a 5'11 junior, just checked into the lineup for Coach Steve Riley, averaging 6.8 points a game. Knocks down the first. Makes it 11-5. Greenwood. 2:15 left to play here in the first quarter. Second of three, swish. 11-6.
Gibson giving Barrett a nice lift right now.
Gibson fires this one up. It comes out. Tapped up and by Trevor Adwell, but couldn't get the handle on it. And here comes Mark Lacey with it for Greenwood. Now penetrates the lane. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound by Hubbard. He's pushing it down the floor for Barren County. Hubbard's going to go all the way to the rack. Puts it up. It is no good. And we'll have a whistle and a charging foul on Lee Hubbard. And that will be his first, team's third. Jared Jenkins, Austin Reed returning to the Gator lineup for Coach Blaine Emery.
That last call was a close call, but it really did look like the Greenwood player was in there and may have shifted a tad, but he had been down there a long time. May have almost been in concrete.
Austin Reed with it, gives it off to Clayton. Clayton back to Reed. They whip it around the horn to Guess. Bounces out high to Jenkins. Jenkins now back to Guess. Drives a baseline. Bounce pass across the lane. A whistle and a foul underneath. And it'll be on the Trojans, and let's see who this one's on. Blake Crabtree, I believe. And that's going to be his second.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out. He's got to come out and get a seat. Can't run the risk of him picking up that third foul in the first half.
Comes out to Clayton. He'll fire it up from 18. Rimmed out on him. Lee Hubbard with a rebound and a foul on Greenwood. This will be charged to Jarrett Jenkins. His first. That'll be the team's second. 1:39 to go here in the first. 11-6 Greenwood. They're going to pick up some pressure in the backcourt. Lee Hubbard's going to put it in play. And Hubbard looking. Going to have to hurry. Gets it inbounds to Cody Wooten. Greenwood really likes to put the pressure on you.
Yep.
That's what
Coming
they've been
back to
famous
trap
for.
here real quick.
And Wooten in trouble. Splits the defenders. Gives it off to Riley. Swings it off to Adwell. He's going to go to the basket. Puts it up. Missed the shot. Rebound slapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Barren County.
Adwell needed that shot to fall. It was a nice, really good look for an easy layup, but it just didn't go for him.
Cody Wooten to put it in play underneath the basket. Wooten going to have to hurry. Feeds it to Adwell. Breaking to the basket. Puts it up and in.
Wide open. Nobody around him, Jay.
Adwell's first two. 11-8 on the other end. Clayton's got it for Greenwood. Flips it out now. And driving into the paint. Going to the basket. Shot no good. And it'll be J.J. Smith getting the foul from Barren County. And it'll be charged to Cody Wooten, and that's his first. Team's fifth of the half. Mark Lacey returning for the Gators, along
Jay,
with D. Anderson.
You know, one thing that I noticed, Greenwood's guards are just so good at ball handling. They've got the ability to take the ball off the dribble all the way to the basket and pull up for either the layup or a little jump shot.
Greenwood's Lacey to put it in play. Lacey sends it way out deep to Austin Reed. 1:10 left here in the quarter. 11-8 Greenwood. Lacey with it deep on the right side. Lacey looking down low. Here's a lob down to Smith. Turns in the lane. Fires it up and in. J.J. Smith with 2 buckets here. 13-8 Greenwood. 54 seconds.
He does a nice job posting up down on the block, Jay.
Zach Gibson driving the baseline. Kicks it out through the hands of Adwell and out of bounds. Turnover gives it to Greenwood with 47.6 left here in the first quarter. Ben Hubbard's in the ball game now for Barren County. I guess there's only 2 starters on the floor for Barren County, being Riley and Wooten. Here's D. Anderson with it, left of the circle. Gives it to Reed, out to Lacey, then they hold it for 1 shot. Leading 13-8 over Barren County. .20 seconds left in the quarter. Lacey pounding the basketball. Lacey down to 12 seconds. They may clear it out for him here. No, they're going to give it to Anderson. Stolen away by Ben Hubbard. Ben, he's going to take it all the way to the basket. Puts it up, blocked, and a foul.
Nice job there by Ben Hubbard. Greenwood got just a little lazy on their passes, Jay, out there holding the ball. Ben timed it perfect, made a nice interception, goes down and gets the foul.
Foul on Anderson, that's his first. That'll be 3 on Greenwood. 5.7 seconds to play here in the first. Ben Hubbard, a 5'10 sophomore, will have 2 shots. He'll fire up the first one.
The first one looked very smooth.
Having to shoot directly into the Gator students section.
Yeah, he's got several. A lot of green up there waving at him, Jay.
Brett Barrick, a 6'1 senior.
Stepped up there with a lot of composure, knocked down that first shot.
In for Greenwood right now. Hubbard again.
Got them both. Looks smooth.
Again, gets in the scorebook. It is 13-10, 4 seconds. Here's Lacey. He's going to drive the bucket. Fires it up and in at the buzzer. After 1 period of play, Greenwood leads Barren County 15-10. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout on the American Bank and Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio Network. Back here at Diddle Arena, Jay Turner along with Glenn Bird and Doug Thompson. 15-10, the Gators on top of Barren County as we start the second period. Barren County basketball. Cody Wooten handles it for the Trojans. Off to Gibson, through his hands and out of bounds. Another turnover by Barren County. We haven't got the first quarter stats here, but they should be coming here momentarily.
Jay, I know not the start that Barren County wanted to get off in that second quarter with the ball.
Yeah. Here's Lacey with it on the left wing. Lacey sends it inside. Jenkins in the corner. Here's a 3-point try. No good by Austin Reed. Rebound by Jenkins. He turns in the lane, throws it up, and it rolls in. 17-10 Gators. Barren County shooting 30% the first quarter. Greenwood 58.3%. Turnovers, Barren County had 2 in that first quarter. Wooten out in the open floor as Lacey backs off of him. Wooten still on the dribble, wants to drive with it, goes in the paint, dishes it off. Ben Hubbard 15 away. It's too strong. Rebound by Lee Hubbard. A lot of traffic, puts it up and in.
I'll tell you what, nice job there by Lee, crashing the glass and going back up with it hard.
That's Lee's first 2 points of the ball game. It is 17-12. Gators on top. Mark Lacey sends it off. Reed up the baseline. Floater shot blocked in there partially. Loose ball on the floor. Ben Hubbard's got it for Barren County. Now Ben will circle around and give it off to Cody Wooten.
Tell you what, Jay, that was Ben Hubbard that got a hand on that last ball. He's coming out playing with a lot of energy.
Wooten, left side, out top to Hubbard. Back to Wooten. Now sends it off to Mason Myatt. Mason Myatt over to Ben Hubbard. Ben deep in the right wing. Ben looking inside. Has to give it back out to Cody Wooten. Sends it off to Lee Hubbard. Lee driving in triple team. Shot up. I don't know how he hit that.
What a shot by the Hub.
He was triple team. Barren County back within 3, 17-14. All the way under. Here's Anderson. Going to have a foul out of the floor. Basket will not count. Oh, they get down the floor quick, don't they?
Oh, they sure do, Jay. And not only do they get down the floor quick, but they can score quick. They have the potential to score before the defense can ever get down. As soon as you score, you must get back quick, or they're going to beat you down the court.
Yeah, that's right.
Greenwood ball underneath their own basket.
And it's Lacey trying to put it in play. Just lobs it in there to Jenkins.
Charge.
And we got a charging foul. It's on Anderson.
I tell you what, Ben was guarding him. Ben Hubbard, the wheel, doing a great job. Ben is coming in here playing with a tremendous amount of energy as a sophomore.
And D. Anderson just picked up his second. Blake Crabtree has returned to the Trojan lineup.
Anderson's got to sit down. He's got to take a seat. You don't want to pick up a third in the first half.
And Lee Hubbard is going out for Barren County right now. So it's Wooten, Crabtree, Myatt, Riley, and Ben Hubbard on the floor for the Trojans. Here's Wooten, high post to Myatt, flips it off to Riley. Riley can't shoot the 3. He's double teamed now. Needs some help. Bounce it down to the baseline. Ben Hubbard, he's going up strong to the basket.
What a move there by the Ben, the wheel Hub.
Barren County within 1, 17-16. Lacey with it. Sends it off to Smith, and Smith is going to be fouled as he tried to drive to the basket. And it's going to be on Matt Riley. That's his first. 7 fouls on the Trojans already here in the first half. And J.J. Smith averages 11 points a ball game for Greenwood. He'll have one in the bonus. This will be the first free throws for Greenwood tonight. And here's a shot on the way. No good. Rebound in there, and Smith got it back. And then we got another whistle on Barren County. Trojans just cannot get their hands on the basketball.
Jay, he shot the foul shot. It hit the front of the rim and bounced back hard right to him.
Trevor Adwell's going to return to the ball game for Barren County as Mason Myatt has to go sit with 2 fouls. And it is J.J. Smith back at the free throw line for Greenwood.
1 and 1.
Here's his shot. Good this time.
Jay, you know, Barren had cut it to 1. Greenwood's now got a 2-point lead, 18-16, with a 5:35 to go in the first half.
Yeah. Smith at the line for the bonus try. It's on the way, and it stays in there. It rattled out and went back in. 19-16 Gators. Chris Page returns to the Gator lineup along with Will Clayton. Also in there, Logan Guess and Brett Barrick for Greenwood. Keeping fresh players in for Coach Blaine Embry's basketball team.
He's subbing a lot.
High post, flips it behind his back, and Wooten tries to go up, and he draws a foul.
Nice job there. I tell you what, I've been very impressed with the way the Wheel's playing tonight, Jay.
Flipped that pass behind his head. And
this is as good complete game as I've seen Ben play this school year.
Shot is no good by Cody Wooten.
Not only
try.
He's playing defense, he's playing offense, he's able to score, he's stolen the ball, he deflected a pass.
Shot on the way good this time for Cody Wooten, his 3rd point of the half. 19-17 Greenwood. Lacey's got it out front. Lacey sends it left side to Barrick. Barrick and a pass knocked away by Crabtree, but Greenwood retains it there. And here's Lacey with a crossover dribble down to the baseline, spins, bounce across to the lane, shot put up good by Page, and a foul.
Wow. You get that dribble penetration, Jay, that Greenwood's getting. Other guards are just crashing to the rack, making that little dump pass.
That's going to be the first foul on Trevor Adwell. 9 fouls on the Trojans already here in the first half. We still have 5:04 to go before halftime. And here's the shot by Page coming up. Ball tipped out to Blake Crabtree. Cody Wooten will bring it across the line for Barren County. Out of the high post to Lee Hubbard. Lee spins, goes to the basket. He gets tripped up.
Yeah.
And the foul's either on Barrick or Page. They'll call this one on Brett Barrick, and that'll be his first. And 6 on Greenwood here in the first half. Coming back in for the Gators is Jarrett Jenkins. And Barren County will take it out as Cody Wooten stands underneath to the right of the Barren County bucket. Wooten going to have to hurry. Kind of gets it in there to Lee Hubbard. Lee backtracking in, gives to Wooten on the right wing. Ocean kicks it out to Crabtree. Over it goes to Riley. Can't shoot the 3. Crabtree with it now. Working right side, down low. Hubbard triple team once again. And he goes up strong with a shot. Good.
Nice shot job there by the Hub.
Little 4-foot jumper on the right baseline. Here's Clayton. Leaner. No. Rebound in there by Lee Hubbard. Cradles the basketball and hands it off to Riley. Trojans down 2. And Riley bounces it off to Wooten out front. 4:15 left in the half. 21-19 Gators. Wooten working around the top of the horn, backs away. Now sends it left side to Crabtree. Back to Wooten again. Wooten. Ball's going to be kicked by Austin Reed out of bounds.
Jay, Coach Riley has just called a special play, and he wants them to run. Let's see what they do right here. He wants to get a quick score.
Comes out to Ben Hubbard. He hands it back to Wooten. Now Wooten on the dribble. Wooten looking. Crabtree's inside, wanting the pass, but couldn't get it. And then Hubbard was trying to break to the basket. Couldn't get it to Lee. Riley over to Cody Wooten. Wooten trying to penetrate. And a reach-in foul on somebody.
Jay, I tell you what Greenwood's doing defensively. They're playing off our guards at least 4 to 5 feet and just kind of packing it back in, therefore then making it hard for the hub or anybody inside to work in there.
Well, the Trojans now the bonus. That was a 17th foul on Greenwood. Mason Myatt returning to the ball game. Trevor Adwell's in there for Barren County, along with Riley, Crabtree, and Wooten, who's at the line for 1+1. Fires it up, good.
Nice shot there by Wooten.
21-20 Greenwood. 3:44 left to go here in the first half. As Brett Barrick returning to the Gator lineup, he'll come in for Jarrett Jenkins. Third meeting of these two teams. They've split during the regular season.
Cody Wooten can tie it up right here, Jay, and does.
He does.
21-21.
3:42 to go here in the first half. Mark Lacey with the basketball for Greenwood. Sends it left side to Barrick. Crabtree out on him. Fires it out to Reed, and around the horn it goes to Lacey on the right wing. Lacey gets a screen from Smith. Drives it across the lane in the corner. Here's Reed. Pull-up jumper from 12. It is no good. Rebound Trevor Adwell. Got a push off underneath. And they're going to call it on Trevor Adwell.
Yeah.
And that's going to be number 2 on him.
I didn't see the foul, but I did see the Greenwood player moving forward 2 or 3 feet. And I believe Trevor was the only man behind him.
So that puts Greenwood in the double bonus, and it's Chris Page at the line, who missed, who's 0 for 1 from the line. Had a chance to make a 3-point play. Missed this one short. Lee Hubbard returning to the Trojan lineup for Trevor Adwell. 3:22 left to play. And at the line is Page once again. Page fires it up and in this time.
Got that second one.
His 5th point coming off the bench for Greenwood. 22-21 Gators. 3:18 to play here in the first half. Matt Riley with the basketball, picked up by Austin Reed. Takes it left side and is stolen away by Lacey. Saved it in bounds. Here's Page going up and a foul on Matt Riley. And that'll be 2 on Riley.
Jay, we got to a point right there where a bad pass, an intercepted bad pass, allowed Greenwood to get the steal, and then we had to foul him or give him the layup.
And it's Page at the line. His free throw, good. He's hit his last 2 in a row now. Zach Gibson checking back in for Barren County for Matt Riley, who's going to have to sit down with 2 fouls. 4 Trojans with 2 fouls apiece. Page got it. 24-21. Back to a 3-point advantage for Greenwood. Cody Wooten with the basketball for Barren County into the front court, down to the top of the key. Now Wooten picks up his dribble. Gives it off now to Crabtree. Gibson was over there to get the pass, but Crabtree was there too at the same time. Crabtree off to Lee Hubbard. Lee, long NBA 3, no good. Rebound tapped up by Crabtree, but taken in there by Smith for Greenwood. Here is Lacey. Lacey, crossover dribble, goes to the bucket, puts it up, and it rolls in.
Tell you what, Lacey does a nice job handling the ball and in a lot of athletic ability to get in there.
And Cody Wooten turns the ball over, and a turnover by Barren County with 2:31 left to play here in the half. The Gators on top, 26-21. And Ben Hubbard is going to return to the Barren County lineup for Brother Lee.
You know, Jay, Lee, it's just, he's hit some shots, but we've not been able to get him the ball to where he can get into his flow.
Here is Smith with it, deep on the right side, halfway to the corner. Smith circles it out to Lacey, and around it goes to Barrick. Barrick out top to Page. Right side to Lacey. Now Lacey puts down the dribble, brings it back out with 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Hands it off to Reed. Reed slides back the other way, gives to Lacey in the right wing. Lacey off the screen from Page, trying to penetrate to the free throw line, dishes it off to Smith. He lays it up, no good. Rebound by Page. He goes back up, can't get the shot to go, but a foul on Barren County.
Jay, we're not blocking out. Barren County is absolutely not blocking out on the boards.
Foul is going to be on Mason Myatt. That's 3 on Myatt. And Page going back to the free throw line. Averages 4 points a game. He's already got 7 here in this first half. The shot good. 27-21 Greenwood. A minute 48 to play here before halftime. Lee Hubbard back in the lineup for Barren County. And Will Clayton returning to the Greenwood lineup. Barrick's going to go out. Page going back to the stripe. Page fires it up. It's good. He's hit his last 5 in a row now, and it's 28-21. Greenwood. Here's Wooten with the basketball for the Trojans. Lacey backs off up a little bit, gives it over to Lee Hubbard. Lee out to Crabtree, can't shoot, gives it back to Wooten on the right or on the left wing. Off the screen, Lee Hubbard back behind the stripe, can't drive, spins, trying to split the defenders, goes up in the lane, he puts it in.
Nice job there by the Hub. He's just creating on his own, Jay.
8 points for Lee Hubbard all in this quarter. Spin, here's Smith, shot it over the rim, tapped up, no good, and Page over the back.
No doubt about that call.
That will be his second. 8 fouls on Greenwood here in the first half of play. We're down to minute 16 to go. And we'll walk to the other end of the floor, where it'll be Lee Hubbard to shoot. 1 in the bonus. Lee with all 8 points here in the second quarter off 4 baskets. He's had to work for those shots.
Oh, he has. He's worked very hard.
Hubbard fires it up and in.
Good.
28-24.
Greenwood on top by 4. Looks like Trevor Apple's getting ready to check in, Jay.
And the shot rims good for Lee Hubbard. Trevor Adwell.
The Hub's going to come out.
Yeah,
Trevor Apple's coming in.
Playing with 2 fouls. Myatt's on the bench with 3. Riley's got 2. Crabtree's got 2. Page and Anderson with 2 for Greenwood. Whereas Anderson's been on the bench a long time. 1:06 to play here in the first half. 28-25. Trojans have cut it to 3. Lacey cut off. Pass deflected out of bounds underneath the Greenwood bucket.
Be Greenwood's ball underneath their own basket. Let's see what they run right here. Barron's guarding them man.
And Lacey's going to put it in play for the Gators. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be off somebody's leg. I think it's going to be off the Trojans. 2 officials coming over to talk to Steve Riley. He thought it may have went off Greenwood.
Official's not going to change his call. He's grinning, but he's not going to change his call.
And Lacey still looking to inbounds. He's going to have to hurry. Finally gets into Reed. He'll bring it back out front.
Nice pressure there, denying the ball for Barren.
Calls play number 3. Reed sends it right side over to Clayton. Clayton driving against Adwell. Whistle. Blocking foul on Adwell, and that's going to be his 3rd.
Wow.
Trojans starting to get into foul trouble here with Myatt on the bench with 3. Now Adwell with 3. And it's Will Clayton going to the free throw line for the Greenwood Gators. Lee Hubbard and Matt Riley waiting to check in.
You know, really, Jay, Barren is fortunate to only be down right now by 3 points. You know, when you look at Greenwood in the first quarter, they shot over 58% from the field.
Yeah.
Barren shot 30. We got a lot of fouls. Greenwood's in the double bonus, and right now we're only down 3.
Clayton missed his first one. He'll have another try. Clayton fires this one up. It's no good. Cody Wooten with a rebound for Barren County. Trojans can tie it on a 3-point shot with 44 seconds to play.
One shot right here, Jay.
Crabtree with it on the left side. Trojan fans starting to come to their feet.
They're getting on their
arena.
feet. They're wanting the Trojans to come out here and get it done. Take care of business.
Trojans spread the floor here. 31 seconds to go. Hands it off to Ben Hubbard. Ben over straight away to Lee. He stands out near midcourt. Getting no pressure. 21 seconds to go. Down to 15 seconds to play.
Coming out to get them now.
Here's Crabtree getting pressure. And now sends it off to Lee Hubbard. Lee finds a gap. He'll go to the basket. Puts it up. He gets hammered.
Oh, Jay, it was so wide open. I think he didn't realize when he got that pass how wide open he was and had that lane to the basket.
And a foul on Jenkins, his second. Be 2 shots for Lee Hubbard. 7.9 seconds to go. here in the first half. Hubbard, first of two. Good.
Good. Got it.
28-26 Greenwood. Some changes here in the lineup as Josh Cruz is checked in for Barren County, a 5'9 junior. In for Greenwood is Brett Barrick once again. Cruz seen his first action tonight.
You don't want anybody to pick up with another foul here with 7.9 seconds.
And Hubbard got them both. He has 12 points all here in the second quarter. 28-27 Greenwood, 7.9 to go.
Another new player in the game, Jay. Cody Atwell for Barren County.
Cody Atwell, a sophomore, 5'11". Here's Lacey all the way inside, spins, goes up, puts it up and in.
Wow.
30-27. And a violation, but on the inbounds, but time ran out. And the Gators lead it here at halftime over Barren County, 29-27. And Doug Thompson is going to talk with Coach Blaine Emery as the Gators head to the locker room. And Doug?
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Hey, I'm here with Coach Blaine Emery. Coach, 30-27. Lacey and Page doing a great job for you tonight.
Yeah, we're doing a nice job of getting ball to the rim. We had a few lip outs early, but you know, it's kind of nerves probably. But yeah, we're doing a nice job, decent job defensively. We're trying to keep the momentum going all the way, trying to keep them going up down the court.
All right, Coach. Join your chief. Thank you. Back to you, Jay.
Thank you, Doug. Halftime. It is Greenwood 30, Barren County 27. We'll take a 2-minute break here on the American Bank & Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio Network.
Welcome back to Diddle Arena. Scott Thompson with you at halftime. Greenwood Gators leading the Barren County Trojans 30-27. The winner of this game will take on Bowling Green tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, in the 2008 4th Region Championship game right here at Diddle Arena. Take a look at your first half statistics. First for Greenwood, Mark Lacey won the first half, 5 of 6 from the field, including 1 of 1 from three-point range. He has 11 points. J.J. Smith with 6 points for Greenwood tonight. Chris Page off the bench with 9 points, including 5 of 7 from the free throw line. 2 points each for Jarrett Jenkins and D. Anderson. Barren County, meanwhile, they got 12 points from who else but Lee Hubbard. 4 points from Ben Hubbard, 5 from Cody Wooten, 2 points from Blake Crabtree, 2 from Zach Gibson, and 2 from Trevor Adwell. Looking at the field goal shooting, both teams hitting their shots. Barren County hit 8 of 17 from the field for 47%, but they were 0 for 5 from three-point range. Greenwood, on the other hand, 11 of 22, 50%. They were same thing from three-point range, 1 of 2. Free throw-wise, Barren County, 11 of 13 for 84.6%. Greenwood hit just 7 of 12. That's 58.3%. A game like this, turnovers, not many. Barren County just 6 turnovers in the game, and Greenwood with 3 turnovers in this game tonight. Steals, 1 for Greenwood, 1 for Barren County, and on the boards, pretty even there. Lee Hubbard leading the way for Barren County with 6 total rebounds, including 5 defensive, 13 total rebounds for Barren County. Greenwood with 11 rebounds, 4 for D. Anderson, 3 of his 4 rebounds from the defensive end of the floor. It's 30-27, Greenwood leading Barren County. We'll be back. More of our halftime in 2 minutes on the American Bank & Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio Network.
About 3.5 minutes before we get our second half underway. You're listening to the American Bank & Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio Network on 106.7 Star FM, WHHT, Horse Cave, Glasgow, ESPN 1230 AM, WCDS, Glasgow. And Doug Thompson is going to hopefully have a chat with Coach Steve Riley here and when they come out of the locker room. So still waiting on them to come out. Neither team has made it back out of the floor yet. Of course, the winner of this game will take on Bowling Green tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air just after 5:30 with a pregame here from Diddle Arena. Bowling Green holding off Russell County tonight, 57-48 in the upper bracket semifinal game. So Bowling Green will come to the championship game with a record of 23-9. And Barren County has come out of the floor. Greenwood coming out as well. And Doug Thompson's heading down to the other end of the court where the Barren County Trojans were coming out of the locker room down in that direction. And let's Let's see. I don't see Coach Steve Riley yet, but Doug Thompson is there waiting for him. So don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be on the air about 5:30 or so. So you heard Middle Tennessee beat South Alabama tonight in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. So Western plays later on tonight against Arkansas Little Rock. That's a 9 p.m. start. And now Doug has got Coach Steve Riley.
I'm here with Coach Steve Riley. 3-point game, Coach. What did you tell your team at halftime?
Well, we're very fortunate to be where we are because we got such bad foul trouble. Defensively, we didn't play as well as I'd like us to. Actually, we weren't doing what we were told to do in practice. So we got to correct those things and make sure that we defend them that we worked on in practice. If we do that and don't get too much foul trouble, we'll be okay. We're lucky to be where we are.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. Back to you, Jay.
All right. Thanks, Doug. About a minute 20 before we get the second half underway here at Diddle Arena. Barren County trailing 30-27. Of course, Barren County did outscore the Gators 17-15 in that second quarter after Greenwood led 15-10 at the break, or at the end of the first quarter. And Glenn, what are the Trojans going to have to do the second half to beat Greenwood, and what's Greenwood going to have to do to pull this one out?
Well, one thing I think Barren County's got to do, Jay, they got to get back in transition. Greenwood has had too many easy buckets, getting the ball down, beating the defense down, and really penetrating and either dishing or having easy shots inside the lane. On the other hand, Barren, what Greenwood's doing right now, they're only really guarding two guards from the three-point arc. That's Gibson and Riley. Our other guards, they're backing off anywhere from 4 to 5 feet, and therefore keeping it packed in the lane. That's making it difficult for Lee Hubbard to move around and get any open shots. I think our guards, if they could come out and hit a shot, that's then going to force Greenwood to make some decisions. And if they do that, how are they going to guard then the hub? That's going to be the key, I think, going into the second half.
Of course, the Trojans being in foul trouble, that's going to be a big factor as well.
That's a very big factor. In these first 3 to 4 minutes, Jay, of this third period are going to be so important for both teams. Foul trouble for Barren County, how Barron's guards do compared to how Greenwood's guards do. And right now, I agree with Coach Riley. Barron's probably lucky not to be down more than 3 points.
Yeah. All right, here we go as Greenwood will have the ball, moving to the left side of your radio dial here in the second half. Mark Lacey's got it for the Gators. Both teams starting their original starting five. And here's a shot by Anderson in the lane. It's no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. It pops out. And Lee Hubbard rebounded Jarrett Jenkins for that. Hubbard in the front court, waiting for Wooten. Now gives it to him. Now Wooten sets up the play for the Trojans. Trojans moving to the right side of your radio dial. Bounce pass right side. Hubbard off the screen. Crabtree fires it off to Wooten. Now Wooten looking on the dribble. Backs away again. Wooten fires it over to Crabtree. Crabtree back to Wooten. Looking for Hubbard down low. Penetrating. Kicks it back out to Crabtree. Can't drive against Smith. Bounces down low to Hubbard. Double team. Throws it up and missed the shot. Ball slapped out of bounds. Going to be off of Lee Hubbard, they say. And so Greenwood will have it.
The hub was calling for the ball that whole time, Jay. He was really wanting it. Just couldn't really get it to him where he needed it.
Greenwood with the basketball. Here's Austin Reed with it. Sends it off to Lacey. He fires up that three. He hit it.
Deep shot from the corner for Lacey, Jay.
Mark Lacey only averages 8 points a game. He's got 14 already in this one.
He's having a stellar game here tonight.
And it's a 6-point lead for the Gators, 33-27. Wooten with the basketball. Out to Riley. Three-pointer. Got it.
Whoa. Nice answer from Matt Riley.
And that's his first basket tonight. Cuts the lead to 33-30. Driving. Lacey. Bounce pass in the corner to Reed. Left side. Reed dribbles it back out, bounces it out deep now to Lacey. He calls play number one. Lacey on the dribble against Crabtree. Sends it right side. Smith for three. He hit it.
That's too easy, Jay. Not enough defensive pressure on the Greenwood outside shooters.
36-30. Greenwood. Cody Wooten, right side to Riley. Off the top, it comes to Crabtree. Inside, Hubbard splits the defenders, try to adjust his shot, draws a foul. And Hubbard will go to the line for 2.
Nice job by the hub. He take the ball inside, just couldn't get the shot to fall, but he's just so strong there, Jay.
That's going to be 3 on Jarrett Jenkins. He's the first Gator to pick up 3 fouls. Hubbard at the line for 2 shots. The first one is on the way. It comes off.
Bounced out. Coach Emery's got to make a decision now, Jay. Looks like he has. Jenkins is coming out.
Hubbard hit 4 in a row in that second quarter and scored all 12 of his points in that period. He'll go back to the free throw line to shoot 1 more. Hubbard aims and fires, and this one rims good.
Jay, in a game like this, foul shots can be so important for either team.
You got to make them. 36-31. Greenwood, 5:47 to play here in the third quarter. Austin Reed with it for Greenwood. Reed works against Riley. Crossover dribble. Goes to the left elbow and hands it off to Smith. Smith driving, spins, throws it behind his shoulder, and a traveling violation called on Smith. 5:35 to play, third quarter. Barren County trailing Greenwood 36-31. Winner goes to the championship game tomorrow night.
Big possession right here for Barren County.
Wooten out of the left side, out top. Here's Hubbard. He drives right to the lane. Shot up and in. Boy.
Nice move there by the hub, taking it right at 2 Greenwood players, Jay.
Here's Lacey. He'll go in the lane, puts up the jumper and in.
And that's too easy. That's too easy for a small guard your size. I guess Lacey's, what, 5'9"?
Yeah. He's got 16 points tonight. 38-33. Greenwood coming up on 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Wooten with the basketball. Wooten now pulls up, gives it out to Riley. Riley, he'll fire it up for 3 again.
Oh, nice shot. And Matthew Riley comes right back and answers, Jay.
38-36. Smith on the other end. Lost his footing, but had it stripped loose by Hubbard and saved back in bounds. And it's taken away from Mason Might underneath an easy 2 by Anderson.
Wow. Got to be stronger with the ball in that, Jay, in a game like this.
Cody Wooten with the basketball for Barren County, out to Hubbard. Hubbard had a 3, didn't take it. Now gives it back out to Wooten from Crabtree. 40-36. Gators with 4:17 to play in the third quarter. Wooten dribbling around out front. Lacey guarding him. Bounce pass inside. Myatt gonna have a whistle and a foul on Anderson.
I believe that's 3 on Anderson, isn't it?
Yes, that'll be 3 on D. Anderson. Jenkins has also got 3 for the Gators. So both teams starting to
pick up some foul trouble here, Jay.
Will Clayton returning to the lineup along with Logan Guess for the Gators.
You know, Jay, Barren will come out, hit a 3, make a good play and score, but then Greenwood answers right back at him.
Wooten getting pressure from Lacey. Crossover dribble down the lane, pumps, kicks it out. Crabtree pumps the 3. Now looks, he's going to have to get rid of it. In a lot of traffic, forces up the shot, missed it. Lee Hubbard tried to get the rebound, but it's going to be taken by Lacey. Long pass from Gass down to Smith. Smith driving, he goes under, puts up the shot, whistle.
Walking.
And a traveling violation on Smith.
Woo. Big turnover there by Greenwood Gators, Jay.
Greenwood with 2 of their 4 buckets here in the second half, third quarter, are 3-pointers.
Barren still down by 4.
And here's Wooten with the basketball, bounces it off, stolen away, loose ball. Hubbard's got it, feeds it off to Wooten. Underneath Crabtree, goes up in traffic.
I tell you what, nice strong move there by Blake Crabtree to finish, and a nice assist by Wooten. Finishes the shot and gets the foul, Jay.
And that foul is going to be charged to Smith. That's 2 on him. 3 on the Gators here in the second half. Blake Crabtree going to the free throw line. Blake has had a couple of field goals here in the basketball game. Crabtree fires it up and no good. And going to be taken in there by Clayton. Lacey to the left elbow, fires it up, dumps it down into Page, and he took it away from Ben Hubbard. And here's a rebound by Lee Hubbard. Woo! Wow, they're letting him play right now.
Battle in there, Jay.
Here is Riley with it. Over to Gibson, 3-pointer.
And it's fouled, Jay. Woo-hoo! Gibson hits the shot and is fouled. 3-pointer.
That was an NBA 3.
That was a deep
Gibson.
3, Jay. That gets the Barren crowd into it a little bit. and the players need that right now. It's unbelievable what the fans can do for you when they're on their feet, they're clapping and cheering for either team.
30-second timeout call by Blaine Emery.
Woo.
And it's 41-40, the Trojans on top. And got this email this afternoon from Jackie Radis, who's the Barren County Glasgow Babe Ruth Softball League coordinator. It's going to be a meeting for parents and guardians of all softball players in this league, ages 12 and under, 14 and under, and 16 and under. That'll be coming up Thursday night, 6 o'clock in the cafeteria at Barren County Middle School. If you have any questions, you can call Jackie Radis at 670-7292. Trojans on top, 41-40. And we have 3:08 to play here in the third quarter. And Zach Gibson, chance to make a 4-point play. Give the Trojans a 2-point lead. Gibson's 2 out of 3. Got it to fall in. 42-40, Barren County. Mark Lacey with a basketball for Greenwood, coming up on 3 minutes to play here in the third. Lacey bounces off and driving the basket. Page lost a handle on it and he fell down, but Gators kept it alive as Reed sends it out deep to Lacey. Lacey bounces over to Page. Page looking now, goes back over to Lacey on the right wing, gets a screen from Page, drives in, goes up with a shot, it rims out. Rebounded by Matt Riley for Barren County. Riley into the front court, takes it left side, he'll go up with a shot, he hit it. I don't know
how he hit that thing, Jay. He just slung it up, really almost a hook shot. My goodness. He's on fire tonight.
Wow. All 8 points for Matt Riley here in this quarter. And Barren County leads it by 4, 44-40. In the corner, Lacey's got it. He's going to drive into the paint. Bounces off underneath the Page. He goes up with a shot. No good.
Foul on the floor.
Foul. It's going to be on Ben Hubbard, I believe, for Barren County. And
I thought Ben had pretty good position there, Jay, but evidently the official's right down there underneath. He didn't think so.
That's going to be his first, and that'll be the first one on the Trojans here in the second half. And J.J. Smith returning to the lineup for Will Clayton. Also, Guess will take a seat.
Greenwood's ball underneath their own basket. Barron's matching up man.
And D. Anderson back in the lineup with 3 fouls. Here's Page going up with a shot on the inbounds pass. Foul on Barren County.
Whew. That's too easy.
That's going to be 3 on Lee Hubbard. 2 on the Trojans here in the second half. Lee, you'll have to be careful now on that shot by Page. Swish. Chris Page, averaging 4 points a game, has 10 in this one for the Gators. 44-41, Barren County. Page fires this one up. It rims off. Rebounded by Lee Hubbard for Barren County. Gives to Matt Riley. 2:05 left in the third period. Riley working against Reed. Pushed him off.
Oh, my goodness.
Offensive foul. Riley's third. Team's third of the second half.
Wow.
And Cody Wooten going to hop up off the Trojan bench, coming to replace Matt Riley. Trevor Adwell also returning. Lee Hubbard will go out. He's got 3 on him. So Wooten, Gibson, Adwell, Ben Hubbard, and Crabtree on the floor for the Trojans. Anderson, Page, Reed, Smith, and Lacey for Greenwood. 1:54 left in the third. Lacey has a basketball, penetrating in the lane, jumps it up off balance, got it.
You know, Jay, one thing Lacey does so well, he comes to a nice jump stop and then has the ability to elevate on his shot to get that shot off.
44-43. Wooten off to Gibson. Can't shoot the 3. Splits the defenders. He walked.
A tad out of control right there.
1:32 remaining here in the third quarter.
Barron's still up 1, Jay.
Ball comes in to Reed. Barren County had a 4-point lead, 44-40. Lacey deep in the right wing. Out to Reed. Dribbles in, now gives it back to Lacey.
Barron's gone zone, Jay.
Looking for Anderson. And they go left side with it to Smith. Smith looking inside for Anderson. Can't get it to him. Got him bottled up in there. And here's Reed down in the corner to Lacey. Spins around. Admiral underneath the Anderson. He hits the bucket and a foul.
Wow.
And the foul is going to be on Zach Gibson. That'll be number 1 on Gibson and 4 on the Trojans here in the second half. Matt Riley, Lee Hubbard coming back in the lineup for Barren County. D. Anderson is 6th point tonight. Of course, he's been in foul trouble, too, and is set out for a little while.
He had to sit down early in the game, Jay, first half.
The Gators back on top, 45-44, 104 left in the third.
Gators up 1.
Anderson, chance to make an old-fashioned three-point play, puts it up and in. Guess Clayton back in for Coach Blaine Emery.
Jay, this ball game has been everything we talked about prior to the game. It's been nip and tuck all the way.
Trojans ball. Greenwood putting some pressure onto the backcourt. Riley with it now against Logan Guess. Riley gets it across the line. He's going to head to the bucket. Goes inside, puts it up, no good. Rebound. Didn't use the board on that. Taken by Smith. Taken away. Lee Hubbard puts it in.
Nice pressure. Nice defensive pressure by the Trojans, and Lee just takes it from him.
46 on with 42 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Gators are running play 5 right here, Jay.
And Reed just stands out there, bouncing the basketball. 30 seconds to play.
Barren goes back to man.
Reed still with it, far side of the court. They come up to trap. They get Rivet to Smith. Bounces it off now to Clayton. Clayton on the left side. Now back out to Reed with 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds left. Right side to Guess on the wing. Guess driving, baseline, underneath the Smith. He's in traffic, puts it up and in. 48-46, and a shot won't count if Hubbard hit it. After 3, it's the Gators 48, Barren County 46. We'll take a 1-minute break here on the American Bank and Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio Network. Back at Diddle Arena, Gators 48, Trojans 46. Barren County basketball as we start the 4th. Both teams shooting well. 55.6 for Barren, 54.5 for Greenwood. Here's Ben Hubbard with it on the right side against Anderson. Anderson working, putting pressure on Ben Hubbard. Going to have to do something with it. Gets rid of it to Crabtree. Now Crabtree will bring it out. Crabtree trying to dump it off in the corner. Gibson a 3. It is no good. Ball tips out. Smith's got it. And a whistle and a foul on Ben Hubbard.
Jay, right now, both teams pulling out all stops, coming back with the players that need to be in the game in that 4th quarter. Right now, the Gators are up 2.
And we'll have the basketball with 7:34 to go. Ben Hubbard goes to the bench. Mason Myatt back in for Barren County. So the starting 5 in for the Trojans right now. Reed working around Riley. Hands it off to Lacey. Lacey penetrating. Dishes it off underneath the Jenkins. He puts it up and in.
Oh, good smooth move by Jenkins, especially to take it inside.
Gators 50, Trojans 46. Almost 1 minute gone here in the 4th quarter. Here is Cody Wooten working out front against Lacey. Gives it off to Lee Hubbard. Lee working, driving, going to the basket. Scoops it in with the left hand.
Tell you what, the hub just drove right by Jenkins.
And almost a steal. It is a steal by Blake Crabtree. Crabtree taking it down the right side. Now pulls up and waits. Looking. Gives it off to Mason Myatt in the corner. Myatt down low to Hubbard. Posted up. Triple team. Goes up in the lane. Missed the shot. Trying to get his own rebound. Is tipped out of bounds by the Gators. He'll stay with Barren County underneath their basket with 6:38 to play. And the Trojans trailing the Gators 50-48.
I like the mentality of the Trojans right there, Jay, kicking it into the hub, knowing they're down 2.
Cody Wooten in the corner to Riley. Riley sends it back outside to Crabtree. He'll set it up. Crabtree getting pressure from Smith. Wooten comes out to get the pass. Wooten angles off to the left. Now looks right. Sends it down the left corner to Riley. Riley covered up, can't go. Back out to Wooten. 6:18 to play in the game. 2-point lead for Greenwood. Here is Wooten, had it stripped loose, and a loose ball poked away again, and that ball's going to go out of bounds.
Stay with Barren County.
He's going to get it back. There's a lot of reaching around on both ends that time, and
got a nice break there, Jay.
Trojans got the break on that one. All right, 6:09 to go. Barren County with a chance to tie or take the lead this trip down. Cody Wooten. Wooten spins from Lacey. Almost lost the handle and lost his footing. Now bounces off to Riley. Long NBA three.
Oh, my goodness. Jay, he was 4 foot behind the stripe on that shot.
51-50, Barren County, 5:47 to play here in the basketball game. Reed's got it for Greenwood, looking for Lacey. Now he takes off around Riley, bounces off inside, jump stop underneath, put up and in by Jenkins.
That's way too easy right there.
Gators back on top. We seesaw, 52-51, 5:28 to play in the game. Wooten's got it for the Trojans. Goes right side with it. Comes back out top of the circle. Gives to Crabtree. Back out to Wooten. Wooten, right side, Riley. Riley takes it, dribble. Ooh, it's stolen away by Anderson, then stolen back by Crabtree. Crabtree in the lane. Here's his jumper. Rim's no good. Mason Myatt back in and a foul.
Woo! Big rebound and putback by Myatt. My goodness, Jay. Gives the Trojans a 1-point lead, and Mason Myatt at the line.
Mason Myatt's first basket tonight.
Jay.
And that foul was on Jenkins, his fourth. 5 on the Gators.
He's getting ready to come out.
And Myatt gets the three-point play. And the Trojans go on top, 54-52 with 5:06 still to play in the game. What a game we've got here in Diddle Arena, the semifinals. Pass comes into play to Reed.
Jay, the mentality of this game, the players, the fans, is a championship-type game.
Reed backs it back out, gives to Smith. Smith, crossover dribble, heads underneath, puts it up and in.
Whew. You know, Jay, most of Greenwood's buckets tonight have been inside the paint, 4 and 5 feet at the most from the basket.
We're tied at 54, 4:38 to go. Wooten with it on the left side. Wooten guarded closely by Lacey. Sends it off to Crabtree. Down low to Lee Hubbard. Posted up, puts it up. Got it! And a foul.
That's what you want. Man, if I need a basket, I'm going to go to the hub inside.
And the Trojans go back up, 56-54 with 4:29 to go here in the basketball game. And that foul was charged to Page, his third. That'll be the team's 6th of the second half. And Lee Hubbard at the line, chance to make a three-point play. He puts it up, it's good.
Gives Barren a 3-point lead, Jay.
57-54, 4:28 to go. Reed with the basketball for Greenwood, sends it left side corner. Here's Lacey, dribbles into the lane, underneath. Here's a shot by Anderson, good.
Man.
57-56, Trojans by 1, 4:12 to go in the game.
Anderson makes it look easy in there.
Wooten driving. They tried to pick off the pass as Wooten was penetrating. Crabtree with it now, looking for help. Turns, Smith hit the deck, and underneath, here's Crabtree, puts it in.
Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, Barren County's guards are stepping up right now, Jay.
59-56. I think it's going to come down to who's going to run out of gas first.
It is, and it's going to come down to who's got the ball last.
Lacey in the lane, dumps it underneath. Here's a reverse, no good, but Page. Rebound by Anderson, a foul on the floor.
It's going to be on the hub, I believe.
And if it is, that's his fourth. Yeah, the 4 on Lee Hubbard. 6 on the Trojans here in the second half. Time out on the floor. 3:39 to go here at Diddle Arena. It is Barren County 59, Greenwood 56. We'll be back in 1 minute on the American Bank and Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio Network. 3:39 left of the game. Barren County 59, Greenwood 56. Gators basketball underneath. Here's the lob into Anderson. He goes up, puts up the shot, missed it. Foul on Ben Hubbard, and that's going to be his third.
Jay, I tell you what this thing could end up coming down to in the last 3.5 minutes is which team gets some defensive stops. That's, you know, each time each team's going down and scoring.
Anderson knocks it down. He's 2 for 2. 10 points in the ball game for Anderson. Lee Hubbard back in, comes in for Ben Hubbard. Lee now with 4 fouls. He is the first Trojan with 4. Jenkins has 4 for Greenwood. 2 or 3 other players with 3 fouls apiece on both teams. This shot trickles in for Anderson. 59-58 Barren County. Lacey's going to pick up Wooten early in the backcourt. Wooten gets it across the line now. Backtracks in now, looking left, goes down low to Crabtree. Crabtree in the lane, goes up with a shot. It rolls good.
Nice move there by Crabtree.
61-58 Barren County, 3:17 to play. And a bad pass. Here's a steal. Crabtree's got it. Crabtree going to the basket against Reed. Lays it in.
Oh, and I thought he may have gotten fouled, Jay, but there was no call. Wow.
63-58 Barren County. 3 minutes to go in the basketball
Gives Barren a 5-point lead, Jay.
We're getting down to crunch time here at the arena.
Under 3 minutes right now.
Anderson working in the paint. Jumps it up in the lane. Banked it in off the window. Timeout by Blaine Emery. 2:49 to play in a game. 30-second timeout. Barren County 63. Greenwood 60. Winner gets Bowling Green tomorrow night in the championship game at 6 o'clock. Looking at some of the other games around some of the other region tournaments tonight. The 8th region, girls, Simon Kenton and Anderson County. The winner of that game will play Region 4 winner Franklin Simpson. Thursday night at 6:30 here in Diddle Arena. The girls' Sweet 16 starts on Wednesday. A couple of other close by region finals tonight. E-Town and North Hardin in Region 5. That's the girls. And Ohio County, Muhlenberg North in the 3rd region girls championship. Ohio County coached by Brad Johnson, who graduated from Barren County High School.
And coached there also some.
He's coached several places.
Here we go, Barron's ball. Got to go the length of the court.
Full court press by Greenwood. Ball comes into Crabtree. He gives it to Hubbard. Hubbard's racing down the floor. Hubbard with a crossover dribble. Spins. Now he looks. Kicks it back out to Crabtree. Off to Mason Myatt. Back to Crabtree. 2:39 to play. Here comes Riley driving. Whistle. And a foul here. And it's going to be on Reed. That'll be 2 on Austin Reed. And going to the line will be Matt Riley. And Riley has not been to the free throw line tonight. But Riley's hit some big three-point shots here in the second half.
He has hit some big ones, Jay. Had that little hook shot.
That was the 16th foul on the Gators. No, that's 7th, excuse me. Both teams in a bonus. A couple of changes in the lineup here as Smith comes back in for Greenwood. And Lee Hubbard goes to the bench for Barren County. Of course, he's playing with 4. Ben Hubbard's in to replace him. Riley at the line. 2 shots.
Got it, Jay. It's a big foul shot.
Actually, it's a 1-and-1. 64-60 Barren County. 2:36 to play here in the basketball game. Riley got them both. And that's a 5-point lead for Barren County with 2:35 to go.
Barren needs a stop. Defensive stop right here.
Here's Anderson. He's in a trap and throws it across to Smith. Smith, he's going to fire up a 3-point shot. Missed everything. Riley's got it for Woot.
Need a good possession right here. Good possession.
Back to Riley, trying to get it across the line. He does. Bounce pass in the corner to Ben Hubbard. Ben throws it out to Wooten, and down to the corner goes to Myatt. Back out to Wooten. Sends it out to Riley with 2:10 to play. Timeout Barren County.
Good timeout by Coach Riley.
Left to play here in the semifinals. Barren County 65, Greenwood 60. And in this quarter so far, Barren County has outscored Greenwood 19-12. And looking at those third quarter stats, Barren County was shooting 55.6%. Greenwood 54.5%. Rebounds was 17-16 Barren County. So both teams playing pretty even. 3-pointers, Greenwood 3 of 4, Barren County 3 of 8. And in the free throws, Barren was 13 of 17 after 3 periods, and Greenwood 9 of 15.
Wow, Jay, what a game. You wouldn't expect anything else tonight, though.
Absolutely.
This is exactly what we've talked about. Yeah. Barron's ball. Up 5.
Cody Wooten will put it in play. Comes out to Riley. Riley trying to take care of the basketball against Reed. Gets it across midcourt. Gives to Lee Hubbard. Trojans got the floor spread
They
here.
sure do.
Down to 2 minutes to play. Greenwood likes to pressure you, though. And here's Hubbard back out front with it. They're going to have to come out and get him. Anderson and Jenkins trapping him.
Timeout.
And calls a timeout with 1:53.
Jay, if you're gonna spread the court and run some clock, you must get rid of the ball before the double team gets there. You've got to be sure you do that, because once that double team gets up on you, wow, is it tough to get rid of then.
Stay tuned. We'll have the Stoodles Tax Services player of the game and also the Stoodles Tax Services post-game wrap-up for you at the conclusion.
Jay, we got a minute 53. Minute 53 to go in the game.
Yeah.
Barren up 5. What do you look for? Barren's ball. What do you look for?
I would just say just pull it out and let them come get you and try to take care of the basketball. Not get in a hurry.
Go to the line and hit your foul shots. You win the game.
Yeah. Matt Riley has scored all 13 of his points here in the second half. Lee Hubbard has scored, he's 22 for the game now. 12 in the first, actually the second quarter, 10 here in the second half. And of course, Blake Crabtree with 8 of his 10 here in the second half. All right, Barren County's basketball at midcourt across the way.
Starters in the game for Barren.
Into Lee Hubbard. Lee will probably handle the basketball quite a bit. They're trying to chase him. He's in a trap now. Lee feeds it off underneath the Mason Myatt, and then he pulls it back out. Oh, it's deflected, and then taken away from him from Anderson by Crabtree. Gives to Wooten underneath the Lee Hubbard. Pump fake, goes up in traffic, can't get it. Trying to get it back. Battle for the rebound is tapped out. Clayton's got it. Woo. Barren County wanted a foul, but didn't get it. Here's Clayton on the other end. Crossover dribble, heads to the basket, goes underneath. There's a shot put up and in by Jenkins.
Jay, sometimes when you pull the ball out, that's the only thing I don't like about that. You get a little complacent.
Hubbard lobs it up to Riley. Riley brings it across, gives it off now to Wooten. He's in a trap, knocked down by Lacey as they try to throw it over the top. Down to 109 left. Barren 65, Greenwood 62. And Wooten to put it in play. Wooten needs someone to get it. Crabtree's got it. He's in a trap, bounces it back to Wooten. Wooten's going to be fouled by Lacey. And I believe that's only his, that'll be his second foul. And 8 on the Gators. Cody Wooten, 3 of 4 at the line. He missed his first attempt, but he's hit 3 in a row since then. Those came in the second quarter. And these are big ones right here.
They sure are, Jay.
Cody Wooten has not scored here in the second half. Free throw off the front of the rim. Taken by Jenkins. Off it goes to Lacey. Lacey driving, goes under, puts it up and in. 65-64, 57 seconds to play. Riley gives it to Hubbard. Hubbard against Anderson. Gets rid of it to Crabtree.
Timeout.
And calls a timeout with 48.7. Barren had a 65-60 lead, but the Gators have come back. Cody Wooten missed the front end of a 1-and-1. But it'll be Trojans ball. There'll be a full timeout here, too, with 48.7 seconds to play. And the Trojans on top, 65-64. My, oh, my. Well, Trojans will really have to take care of the basketball.
Yeah. And really, we're going to need to score, Jay.
Greenwood come out. And I thought we might have had a shot down there underneath. But and maybe a foul, but it didn't happen.
No.
And Greenwood came back and scores.
And there's a lot of time left in the fourth quarter where, 48.7 seconds, Barren's up 1. I mean, that's a lot of possessions in a game like this. Especially as quick as Greenwood has the ability to score, and Barren can score quick too.
Barren County's biggest lead tonight has been 5 on a couple of occasions.
Jay, all right now, you're Coach Riley. You going to run your regular offense and go back into more of a scoring mode, or are you going to go back to spreading the court?
Well, we're going to see what happens right here.
Here we go, full court press by Gators.
Nobody on Wooten to put it in play. Wooten gets it into Hubbard. Hubbard. Now he's going to drive with it. Being chased. Takes it down to the right corner. Almost stole it away. Loose ball. And Hubbard's got it back. He's triple teamed, and they call a timeout.
Woo! I'm surprised they didn't call a foul right there.
They were
players
hanging on to him there.
Yes, they were.
With 39.5 seconds to play, it'll be a 30-second timeout. And so
wow.
Trojans will have the basketball down here to our right. This game going down to the wire, as a lot of people thought. This was a toss-up game. It could win either way. I know one rating had Greenwood to win this game by 5. The other one by like 0.3 of a point. So it's turning out to be that way. 65-64 with 39.5 left.
A lot of time.
Big possession here for Barren County to try to take care of the basketball and let Greenwood foul you to put you on the line.
You've got to be able to go to the line, though, and knock them down.
That's true.
You must go to the line and take care of them.
And Barren County is 4 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Wooten missed the front end of 1-1. Wooten gets it out to Lee Hubbard. And Lee's just going to set out there with it.
They're coming out to get him right here.
35 seconds to play. Wooten, Hubbard in trouble, gives it to Wooten. And he fell down, but there's a pass.
Oh, Kelly.
And Knight can't handle the pass. It's out of bounds. Greenwood's ball with 25.7 to play.
Wow.
And now, here's where the Trojans will have to buckle down on defense. Greenwood calls a 30-second timeout. They'll probably hold it for the final shot. 65-64, Barren County. Point lead at 65-60. Missed a shot on the layup, and then Cody Wooten missed the front end of a 1-1. Gators came back, scored twice. And now they've got the basketball with a chance to win it with 25.7 seconds to go. Nobody leaving right now.
You know, Jay, if I'm Greenwood, whatever my play is, ultimately, whether I run it early or late, I'm going to take the ball inside.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it right at the hub.
And here is Austin Reed with the basketball, taking it right side, and now heads to the basket. He'll put it up at the baseline. Partially blocked, a foul on Riley. Stops the clock with 15 seconds to play, and that's going to be 4 fouls on Matt Riley.
Jay, not necessarily a bad foul.
Reed has not been to the free throw line and has not scored in the ball game.
Big
Austin
foul shots
Reed
for him.
fires it up, good.
Ties the game.
Ties the game at 65.
Fifteen seconds.
15 seconds to go.
I look for the hub, whether they score here. Oh, he missed it.
Found and a rebound, missed, and jump ball.
Jump ball.
And
Stays
it's going
with
to go back
Greenwood.
to Greenwood with 13.1.
Wow.
Possession arrow to Greenwood. 13.1 in a tied game at 65. Lacey to put it in play. Lacey out to Reed. Hands it back to Lacey. 10 seconds left. They're going to have to do something with it here. Lacey
is going all the way
in the paint. Here's his shot. Good! 3 seconds to play. Gators 67. Trojans 65. They may put some more time on the clock here. Gators have went on a 7-0 run here late. They're going to put 3 seconds on the clock. 3.4 seconds to be exact. That's still some time. The Trojans are going to have to get a shot off pretty quick, though. Get it down the floor. 67-65 Greenwood. Barren County led 65-60. The Gators have scored the last 7 points here.
Jay,
may try to run a play that we've seen before.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We'll see what happens, though.
The person inbounding the ball is going to be able to run the baseline. Steve Riley's drawing up something right now that he wants to try to get a quick score and at least tie this game up and send it into overtime.
Yeah.
Or possibly, if the inside basket's not there, the outside shot for the 3. But he's only got 3.4 seconds to get it done in.
Yep. Gators' momentum has shifted their way with 3.4. Barren County will have to get it here and get a shot off. Hopefully a quick 2 and maybe a 3 to win it with 3.4. Crabtree stands out of bounds. Everybody else out near midcourt. Now we've got another timeout here.
Timeout by Greenwood. I think he wanted to see how Barren was lining up, Jay.
Another full timeout call with 3.4 seconds to go. And what a game it's been. You hate to see either team lose this game. And don't forget, we'll have the Studles Tax Services Player of the Game and Studles Tax Service post-game wrap-up straight ahead. Winner gets Bowling Green tomorrow night. We see an all 14th district final or will we see the 15th district winner make it to the championship game? We'll find out here in the final 3.4 seconds.
Your whole season right now, Jay, is contingent upon being able to do something in the last 3.4 seconds. All rest right here.
Zach Gibson is checked in the lineup, so we got the three-point shooters in. Lee Hubbard, Matt Riley, Mason Myatt, and they stand out close to midcourt. They'll have to be careful not let Greenwood pick off the pass here, as Crabtree will quarterback it. Here's the pass. Oh, it's picked off, and the ball game is over, and Greenwood has beaten Barren County. 67-65. The Gators have knocked off the Trojans, and it will be an all 14th district final tomorrow night. Greenwood and Bowling Green in the championship game.
Wow, Jay. Heck of a ball game.
Barren County's season comes to an end at 26-7. Greenwood goes to 23-10. And it's the end of the careers for Blake Crabtree, Cody Wooten, Matt Riley, Lee Hubbard, Mason Myatt, Chase Reed, and Tyler Stewart. Now this is a hard loss to take, Lynn, right here in the semifinals.
7 seniors.
And 67-65. The Gators scored the last 7 points of the basketball game to defeat Barren County here tonight in Diddle Arena, as Lee Hubbard is going to lead a final prayer here at midcourt for the last time as a senior on this Trojan basketball team, much so as he has the last 2 years after every basketball game. 67-65. Final score, Greenwood wins it tonight over the Trojans to advance to tomorrow night's championship game against Bowling Green. Greenwood will be 23-10 going in. Greenwood and the Trojans both had 19 points in that final quarter. And our Stoodles Tax Service Player of the Game. Congratulations from one champion to another. Player of the game tonight is Greenwood's Mark Lacey. 22 points for Lacey. He was 10 of 12 from the field, 2 of 2 behind the arc, had 3 rebounds, 6 assists for the all-time assist leader at Greenwood High School. Mark Lacey getting the Player of the Game award. And our Doug Thompson is with Greenwood's Mark Lacey.
I'm here with Mark Lacey, 22 points. What a nail-biter tonight, but you guys are moving on to the championship game.
It's hard to put into words right now what this means to us and our team. We were down for a while, and we just kept fighting back. And, I mean, fighting back against that team's not as easy as it might look. They're a great ball team, and I'll tell you, we're lucky to pull one out tonight.
Hey, Mark, you know, several of the games, district and region first round, you were dishing the ball off, doing a lot of assists. Tonight, 22 points. I mean, you must have felt like there was an opportunity inside, and you took it.
Yeah, well, everybody has roles on the basketball team, and they change every single game. So tonight, it was my turn to score, and tomorrow night, if I don't shoot one shot and we still win, it'll still be a great game.
All right, let me ask you real quick. Rival, Bowling Green, Purples against Greenwood. It's going to be a fantastic environment.
Kind of a picture-perfect setup right here for the region championship. It couldn't be any better of a setup for us.
All right, Mark, congratulations. Go join your team. Back to you, Jay.
Thank you, Doug Thompson. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the Stoodles Tax Services post-game wrap-up. Greenwood wins over Barren County tonight here in the second semifinal game. Greenwood 67, Barren County 65. We'll take a 2-minute break here on the American Bank and Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio Network. Back here at Diddle Arena, Jay Turner along with Glenn Bird, Scott Thompson, Doug Thompson. Most exciting game of the tournament, I guess, other than maybe the very first game when Bowling Green beat Russellville 49-47. But I think this was a much more up and down ball game. Of course, 67-65. Glenn, it's a shame that somebody has to lose this ball game.
Oh, it was, Jay, for either team. I mean, very well played game, a lot of fun, exactly what you and I talked about and expected. You wouldn't expect anything else, and we knew it was going to be nip and tuck, and almost one of the kind of things who had the ball at the end.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I've enjoyed this season. We've had a tremendous record. I've enjoyed working with you on all the trips and places we've gone and people we've met and the games we've called and announced all these seniors. I couldn't ask for more fun. It's been a nice opportunity. I hate to see it come to an end.
26-7. Barren County closes out their best season ever.
Nice
most
record.
Number of wins.
Yes.
Won the 15th district championship. Won the tournament down in Bowling Green back in December. And I don't know how much more you can say. We'll look at some scoring here. This is the Stoodles Tax Services post-game wrap-up. Stoodles Tax Services wants to remind senior citizens to file a tax return so they can take advantage of the new incentive payments passed by recent legislation. Glenn, it's been a pleasure working with you, and I want to thank you once again for
Jay, it's been a pleasure working with you.
all
Jay.
your help.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, and we're going to get the headsets on Greenwood coach Blaine Emery. Blaine, congratulations to you. That was a hard-fought ball game, and congratulations. You move on to the championship tomorrow night.
I'll tell you what, that's what high school basketball is all about. I really hated you got on one end just elation, and then the other end you had just despair. And I feel so bad for those Barren County kids because they fought their butts off, and you know, somebody has to win. Shame that wasn't the finals right there. But I tell you what, we really made a lot of plays down the stretch. We got down 65-60. With just a couple minutes to go, went on a 7-0 run. These kids have done it all year long. You know, there's not much that we do. Just Mark Lacey, D. Anderson, all the seniors stepped up. They just made plays, and especially Mark Lacey. You know, it seemed like he scored about the last 15 or 20 points, and I think he got 22 points. That's a career high. Hit a couple threes, but you know, in the end, you just give it to the kids and hope things work out well. And you know, if we was in the other end, we'd be awful disappointed. But we got a great season so far. We just didn't want it to end tonight.
Well, you've got an opportunity to get back at Bowling Green, who in that district final you had to hit a shot right there at the end and then lose in overtime. Now you've got a chance to get back at them tomorrow night.
Yeah, you know, I hope this time revenge works in our favor, because it was the reverse this time. We went to Barren County a month or so ago and gave them their only loss on their home court. And you know, we knew coming into it, there's such a veteran team. We got a great coach, and Coach Raleigh, and the kids just disciplined, and you got Hubbard on the floor. And so you just know you're in for a war. You just hope you get the ball at the end. And we got a break right there. The ball went out on them. We got a little break. We got another break under the basket right there. But then again, we just, you know, there's no doubt what play to run. You just play whatever play you're going to put it in Mark Lacey's hands, and something good is going to happen.
Well, the important thing is about your wife, Debbie. Everything seems to be progressing fine, right?
Yeah, I want to say hello and I love you to her. She's a warrior. She fought this battle, and we're going to continue to fight it. And I love her so much, and it puts things in perspective, and it's just been an emotional roller coaster for the past 2 weeks. And, you know, maybe the Lord's on our side. I know he is with the cancer part, but hopefully we can use a little help from above tomorrow night probably. I hope we got enough energy left.
Well, I think it's been great for all the teams and the coaches in their support of you and what they've done for the last 2 weeks, wearing the tennis shoes, wearing the pink bows. That's tremendous.
Unreal. It just shows you the camaraderie. We battle each other, but we email each other every day. You know, if it was somebody else's wife, I would be one of the first ones there. And these fellas are just great. And that's what, again, that's what high school athletics is all about. It's not cutthroat. It's not backstab. That's exactly why, one of the reasons why, you know, I'm coaching in high school now, not at Western Kentucky University. I really, really enjoyed my time here, but I just missed high school basketball, and getting back at it now. We got to regroup, and like you said, we got hopefully get a little revenge on Bowling Green tomorrow night.
All right, it's a short turnaround. Go over there and celebrate with the team. You got to get prepared, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, Blaine. Yes, sir.
Good luck to you tomorrow night. Well, we're still hopefully get some comments from Coach Steve Riley or one of the members of the coaching staff here before we leave before we leave the airwaves tonight. So we'll take another 2-minute timeout and return. You're listening to the Stoodles Tax Services post-game wrap-up here at Diddle Arena, 67-65. Greenwood beats Barren County tonight in the other semifinal game. And Scott Thompson's got to look at the game stats.
All right, Jay. Wow. It's what we thought it would be. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, it went down to, in essence, the very last shot of the game. 67-65. Greenwood, second straight year they will be in the finals. And like Tim Riley was saying the first time during the first game with me, he said he wished his team had been there, in 2001. You get a feel of it the first time, then the second time you know what it's about. It's been a while since Bowling Green's been in the finals. So, I mean, that's not always so, how it happens, but we're going to have one heck of a game tomorrow night. Take a look for Barren County, 26-7 on the season. Of course, the guy, Lee Hubbard, that's 22 points, 9 rebounds. Just another outstanding ball game from him. You got the leadership out of him. Matt Riley, boy, did he step it up in the second half. He just really turned it on. 13 points for Matt Riley. Then you've got 6 points from Zach Gibson, 5 from Cody Wooten, but I like this stat right here, Jay. 6 assists in the game for Cody. He got some points, but he made some great passes to the open guys and for Barren County. 4 points, Ben Hubbard, 2 for Trevor Adwell. Barren County, 57.9% from the field. Outstanding, 77% from the free throw line as they hit 17 of 22. In a big game like this, they only turn the ball over 10 times. For Greenwood, 22 points from the senior leader, Mark Lacey. They got 13 from J.J. Smith, 13 from D. Anderson. He had 6 boards as well. 8 points for Jarrett Jenkins. Chris Page off the bench, 6 of 9 free throws, 2 of 4 from the field, 10 points for him. Mark Lacey also with 6 assists, just 8 turnovers for Greenwood. 60% from the field. Wow. 60% from three-point range for the game. And they hit 12 of 19 free throws, 63.2%.
How about the second half shooting?
Wow.
Barren County 66.7. Greenwood 71.4% the second half.
And they all weren't easy shots. Everything was being contested in this ball game, especially in the second half. And you're not talking about a bunch of wide open bunny shots. You're talking about hands and bodies all over you. And, they were getting shots off. They were tweaking the bodies. I mean, this was a tremendous high school basketball game. It's a shame somebody had to lose.
Yeah. Well, we're going to come back, wrap it up here after this last 2-minute break. Stoodles Tax Services postgame wrap-up. Greenwood 67, Barren County 65. Back after this 2-minute break on the American Bank and Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio Network.
And now,
back at Diddle Arena, you're listening to 106.7 Star FM, WHHT, Horse Cave, Glasgow, ESPN 1230 AM, WCDS Glasgow, ESPN 1450 AM, WWKU, Plum Springs, Bowling Green. Greenwood 67, Barren County 65. Bowling Green beat Russell County earlier tonight 57-48. When was the last time Bowling Green was in the region championship?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
I can't
off the top of my head. It's been several years since they were. Now, D.G. Sherrill was here a couple of years ago with Allen County against Warren Central.
Yeah.
But as far as Bowling Green, we'll have to go back a little ways. Yeah. May have been back when Ernie Simpson was the coach, if I remember off the top of my head. That would have been late 90s, somewhere along in there, if I remember. We'll have to get the record books out and check that out.
Well, it's going to be Bowling Green and Greenwood. Both teams with 23 wins.
All 14th district final.
All 14th district final. Bowling Green beat Greenwood in the championship of the district 45-42 in overtime.
In overtime, it took a Mark Lacey about a 35-foot jumper 3 to tie it, to send it to overtime after Greenwood, pretty much led that entire ball game.
Yeah. Well, I don't expect we're going to get any of the county coaching staff, and I know they're disappointed not pulling this game out and making it to the championship game. So I guess we'll just wrap it up.
What a great season. What a great season.
26-7, most wins ever for a Trojan team in a season. And, they win the 15th district, but just couldn't pull it out, couldn't make the shots down the stretch. Break here, a shot there.
A couple of turnovers.
Went the other way. So, all right, Bowling Green Greenwood tomorrow night. We'll have it on the air for you here at about 5:30 or so with the pregame. Hope you'll join us. Tip-off's at 6 o'clock here from Diddle Arena. And thanks to Scott Thompson, Doug Thompson, Tim Riley, Glenn Bird, Our studio producers, Alex Chase in Glasgow, Chris Harp in Bowling Green. And until tomorrow night, I'm Jay Turner. Thanks for listening. Good night from Diddle Arena on the American Bank and Trust 4th Region Basketball Radio.